Hello everyone, Matt here, and welcome to our Sunday stream. Streaming a bit earlier today, figured why not. Gives me and the Sky the evening to go, which is something it breaks off when we stream a bit later in the day. So she is out shopping at the moment, so yeah, let's just jump back into Sword Art Online Lost Song and carry on where we left off. So we did a couple of quests. We took on some dragons, took on a lizard beast, and saved an NPC party. And we're now gonna move on. And just before we finished yesterday, we kind of worked out this like flight method, which is really cool. Because the previous games we've played for Sword Art Online don't really have this free roaming kind of aspect. It's really cool and visually, like, not visually pleasing. It's doesn't look too great, but it's fun and very enjoyable. And I think we ended up going the wrong way here. We could explore, could do some grinding, but let's push on with the story and see how we do from there. Virtual Knight, hey, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for joining. How's it going? Are you having a good Sunday? How's the Splatfest going? The Splatfest still going? Oh yeah, we had the last tablets. We already had the key. We needed the other half to open up. Zenon looks sad for some reason, or just doesn't look too happy there or pleased. Maybe she's just skeptical a bit on, wondering, what could go down there. I do like the flight controls are on the D-pad though, because I can press down on the D-pad to remove the wings, and then left on the D-pad to put the wings back in place. So if I'm high up and I just drop a little, I can use it to kind of stay in the air at the right level that I want to. Now, other games probably have it where you can just hold a button to like reduce your flight level and just be further down, but not with Lost Song. Not with Lost Song. It ends at midnight tonight. The halftime report shows that Team Keyboard has taken the lead. Ah, nice. I'm gonna say Team Keyboard includes piano, so that's a win for me. Question mark, one-handed sword. Do we have to get that evaluated? I assume we can't equip it now. Oh, another chest, but it's silver. Can we open it? Oh, we can. We got a key to the sea. Key to the sea. There we go. Oh, that's all we needed to do. We're versing a boss. We already fought. We already fought a dragon, and it's like 2 minions, which I guess you could say were kind of like a mini boss, and then we fought the lizard as well. Like, I guess that was another mini boss. Let's leave then and just level up a bit, grind a bit before I take on this boss, because I know we're probably going to fail at that boss, and then we'll just be going back and forth again. But we'll stay near the area, so we just got quick access, quick easy access. Our health meter doesn't seem to like increase on the UI, but I'm assuming when we level up our HP does increase. It's just the bar doesn't go like across the screen. I personally really like the Kingdom Hearts UI for that. Is when your HP or your mana increases, the bar increases. So if you have like a little picture of Sora or Riku, and you get your HP up a slight bit, the bar slowly moves round, and we need to leave. Yeah, and then eventually you can have it like across the whole bottom screen if you do focus on HP, like in Chain I think it's Chain of Memories on the... Is it Chain of Memories? Chain of Memories on the HD remix. You can pick which oh gosh, we need to do a spin attack. There we go. You can pick, and we're gonna get out of there. You can pick what you go for. I think it's attack, HP, or mana, I think. Now, I've seen methods for Riku at least where people have suggested to just be able to OP the game is to go for just like, I think it was attack. Because you'll be so strong that you won't need to worry about losing any health, that you can do some heavy hits. But I always liked that as like a UI where you can see how much you've progressed. This bar here doesn't really show how much we've got. It shows us obviously if we've got our health depleted or mana depleted. But it's not in the sense where if it says there, we don't know if that's 100, we've got 100 HP and it's down to 80 or what without checking our our statistics. It's the hammer dude we need to watch out for with his big slams. I've, me and the Perfect Sky have been playing Like a Dragon today, doing some more leveling up on Like a Dragon Infinite. We are at the moment, we've got a party of Kiryu, Namba, and Soenbe? I'm mispronouncing her name, completely butchering it. Probably a different character I've even got in the party, but we're leveling them up at the moment. We've almost got them up to 40. We've also given them some jobs, different to their default job, to level them up to 30. Because in like a Dragon, and Like a Dragon Infinite, they changed it up from the previous games, in which the gameplay previously was like a brawler game. Fists and kicks, and just beat 'em up brawl in a 3D environment. They've changed that up to a turn-based RPG for the Like a Dragon series. And with this game in particular, the characters all have jobs, which is basically like saying classes, but they've got jobs, so they can change their jobs over. So like Kasuga, the main character, his job is, or default job is hero. But you can change that. You can change that to other jobs depending on what what that character's class can be. So, for example, he can be a Sujimon master. He can be a chef. I think he can be a cop or detective. But there's basically all these different jobs. And when you level up those jobs, eventually you learn certain skills for these jobs and for your character, these classes. And eventually some of them will be either passive, doesn't matter what character you play as or what class and job you play as, that passive role will still be available on that character. So leveling up to 30 is kind of like the max level that people say to go as that one job, and then switch to another job to get all the perks up to that level. So, almost got them up to level 30. I've got Namba and Kiryu up to... they're both hosts. And they're about level 27 right now, I think. And... Snabe. I'm really pronouncing that name wrong. I need to find out her name. I need to look online and find a name so I can pronounce it correctly. But her class at the moment is Night Queen, which is basically a dominatrix. And they're all 27, 28 at the moment. Their job class. So still working on working them, getting up to 30, and then I revert them back to the default job, because basically what's happened is we've played so far through the game. The Perfect Sky's been playing. This is like her proper, like, if we say that the Perfect Sky's played games like Mario Kart and Pokemon, Animal Crossing, and then maybe dabbled in the odd random game. The most of a game that she's actually like fully played through like herself was Ratchet and Clank. I think it's 2016. I think it's the year 2016 is that one. So that's like the largest scale, I guess, and the biggest of games that she's played through from start to finish on her own. Especially with it being more a 3D platform, there's a lot more to it as opposed to the Pokemon games, where with the Pokemon games you can not wing it, but you can make it through the whole Pokemon game with a select number of Pokemon. You don't really have to be too strategic about it. So like Ratchet and Clank is like, that was like a big game for her, but Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, she's played through from the beginning right up to where we are now, for the most part on her own, without any guidance from me. But with that, like, not every character is like got optimal gear, different classes, so basically kind of rode it throughout the whole game so far with basic, the basics. So I've kind of come into play now and changed the job classes up a bit, leveling them up a bit. We're doing some odd side missions as well, just doing some grinding to power up, so we're just, stronger for the later half of the game. And just to make things a bit easier. Basically like saying, you know me, that I grind a lot in video games. This is basically like, Perfect Sky's played through Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth so far without any grinding and just pushed on through and made it. I've now come into play to grind so that she can be like more OP than what it feels like she already is on the game. But she's really enjoying it. And it's crazy because if you know the Like a Dragon series, after 6, a certain character is like no more. But Kasuga comes into play in Like a Dragon, which is the 7th title. And at that point, she was like, "No, this is not my character. Kasuga needs to get out of here and all that." And then playing Infinite Well suddenly changed the tune. Like, oh, I really like Kasuga now. He's great. And since in Infinite Wealth at the moment we're at a different part of the story where Kasuga's not around, it's like you're starting to miss him now. So tunes have changed. But we've spent the majority of the day basically just on Like a Dragon again. I've played quite a lot of Xenoblade Chronicles X. I've been doing a lot of leveling. A lot of side quests and like gathering items and things. Because I'm not struggling at this rank 6 quest or main mission. It's basically what happened is I got to the area, I eventually found the area I needed to be in, and a lot of the characters or enemies were all level 20, 24, 25. Now my character was on like 22, 23. So I was like, well, I don't know if I really want to kind of continue here. So I backtracked and did some side missions and gathering quests, trying to get money, experience points. Mainly experience points, which I did quite a bit. I'm now level 23. And I went, you know what? I'll just go for it. Let's push on. Because these mobs that are in the area that are like level 24, 25, when I get past these mobs to another area, they might be a different, a different level now, or different mobs that might be easier to take on. And that is correct. I've got to a point now I need to take down 3 of these beasts, and they are level 20. It's like, I can do that. So that's where I am at the moment. My Wii U gamepad died because we're playing on the PlayStation 5 on the TV and playing Xenoblade Chronicles X on the Wii U gamepad, which is really good. Prop to the Wii U for having that. It really, gives me the ability to kind of play a lot of games while Perfect Sky's playing Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, because she's hogging the game and she's hogging the TV with it. But yeah, I'm really enjoying Xenoblade Chronicles X. I really want to. I know the Xenoblade Chronicles series 1, 2, and 3 are different to Chronicles X. I don't know how much so, but I really want to get around to those games as well. So when my Wii U gamepad died, I basically put that on charge and then moved on to No More Heroes. I forgot to mention this yesterday, but I did actually play. I played quite a bit of No More Heroes. I'm now, at least then, I was now rank 5. I've now made it to rank 4. And now I've got enough money to face on rank 3 next, take on the rank 3 assassin next. So, I might be doing that after the stream. I've not quite decided yet. We'll take a few more enemies down before we move on. Right, let's get the Union up to max, and then we'll move. I'll just steal the kill from this NPC. Kirito's Final Revolution skills reached level 40. The Gale Slicer skills reached level 35. That's really cool. Let's heal up. There we go. Oh wait, one more just for the OCD. Get that bar to max. I don't think we were missing anything around here. Oh, we were. Oh no, we died, didn't we? Oh no, no, no! It must have saved like a checkpoint. So we did miss the money and we missed the chest. And there is an enemy here. Go. Kill the slimes. And then let us wait for our charge to fill up. And then we'll make our way through the gate. Just so we're fully prepared, because this is going to be a boss. So we want to be on top form as much as possible. We are almost full. But yeah, how's everyone going? I hope you're all having a good Sunday. What are you doing today? Anyone been gaming? No, I take it you've been Splatooning. Splatoon's a game that I always want to try. But I just don't have the time to pay for it and play it, like, and make the most out of it. Like, considering it's just like, for the most part, its main focus is multiplayer. I just really don't have the time to kind of focus and play that game enough. Like, I think for me, if anything, I'd only be there playing the Splatfests. And even then, I'd probably be under level to really help out. Okay, we died straight away. We got back to the corner. It's weird that that bat creature makes like an eagle bird cry. It's like, I wouldn't take that creature to make a cry like that. Then again, I wouldn't be able to kind of create my own cry for it, but it's certainly, certainly wouldn't think it'd be like some sort of like eagle-y bird, you know, kind of screech. We lost our union, but that's fine. That's fine. We've faced this lizard creature before. We can do it again. Didn't block in time. And the game is only difficult for us because we are playing on hard difficulty. So that's where the challenges coming into play. I mean, let's have a quick look at our character. See, we're level 24 already, which sounds pretty crazy. I say 24 because I'm not including the 100, but if we include the 100, yeah, we're 124. Our dual blade skill is 181, which I feel is pretty high. To say we're only like, we're just standard weight, we're only just in the game, like barely started. Right, we can get these lizards done and out first, but we have to avoid the shocks. Hard difficulty really does feel like hard difficulty, but I'm so confused because we don't have any party members. Why is Kirito why are we on our own? Are we meant to invite characters like in the overworld or something? Am I doing something wrong? I'm really confused because they talk to us when we're in cutscenes. They like show up and they're like, "Oh, hey, we can do this, do that, etc." So I would assume that they'd be in the party, but maybe not. Or maybe hard difficulty is like, you know what? You're not even going to get a party. No. You don't need to heal, Kirito. Get those blades out. I mean, maybe we leave and grind like no tomorrow. I like, our other option would be to kind of explore. Let's do that then. Let's explore. Let's have a look at the map. There's a couple of other doors. We head to those doors, see if there's any good loot, items, maybe some stronger mobs that are just different to these hammer guys and the bats. Right, we're going in the wrong direction for any doors. We will land to collect the loot though. I love that flick. Like, you're flying and then you just suddenly flick and land. Like, it feels very Iron Man, where it's very, like, show-offy. You know, you could just land normally, but nope, I'm going to do something fancy. Here. Oh, Sky, good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining. How's it going? You having a good... what are we on now? Sunday? I was just explaining to everyone earlier about the fact that you're hogging the TV and Like a Dragon Infinite because you're loving the game so much. Right, we're in a cabin. Can we make our way through the door? Door is locked. Right, you're probably going to make every door in this game locked until I can beat that boss and move on. But thanks, been food shopping. Awesome. You love the game. It's your favorite game. It's crazy that Infinite Wealth is your favorite game, and yet the other Like a Dragons have your favorite character more prominently in there. But you've not played those games like yourself, I guess, to experience them and judge whether they are going to be the better game or not. But some eagles, they've got to give good XP, right? Well, they're not eagles, though. I've forgotten the name of them. I had to face a couple of them in Crisis Core Final Fantasy VII. I don't think it's the story as much as just the gameplay for me. What's that? You're saying you just really enjoy the gameplay? Yeah, you just enjoy playing it. Well, I think if you played the previous games and play through them, I'm sure you might be more engrossed in the story, because obviously the previous games are where the story comes from, But I do think we don't own the games yet, but Judgment and Lost Judgment, those go back to the brawlers. Like in the previous Like a Dragon games. So I think you'd quite like them. And it's set in the Like a Dragon universe. But it's all detective based. Or at least that's the themes, rather than it being on Yakuza. But I think those games will be great. We also have Like a Dragon Ishin. I don't have that one yet, but that's another Like a Dragon game to play. Also have Yakuza Dead Souls on the PlayStation 3 that I'd really like to get round to. I don't know if that's multiplayer. It'd be cool if it was, though. Yakuza 6 is probably your favorite story, although like Dragon Gaiden and The Man Who Erased His Name is great too. Both are really great games. I love the series overall. It's really great. You hated turn-based, now you really like it. And there's a ton of great turn-based games out there. Some simple, some a bit more complex, but there's loads of turn-based games out there that you could really, I think you really could enjoy. For the abbreviation, I'm just putting the shopping away. Not a problem, not a problem. Like I've said to you before, I think South Park, The Fractured But Whole, both, and The Stick of Truth for that matter, both of them are turn-based games. I think you'd really like them. Because I know you really like South Park, and you like exploring. The South Park games are all about exploring, because there's collectibles, you can collect in Pokemon and everything, like... I think that's one, I think those are games, I love how you carefully said, well, that's how the game's pronounced, it's Fractured But Whole, that's what the game is called. But I think you'd really like both those games with all the collecting as well. We got a dagger. There's another doorway we can examine. Can we go through? Things locked, it won't open. Right, okay, another locked door. But we got a dagger at least. Not that we're going to equip it. I don't really particularly like going with daggers. I know, but it's not meant to. It's not meant to be said like that. But that's what the game is called. Right. So we've got 2 more doorways we can check out. So let's go into, like, you know, free flight mode. I guess you could call it free flight mode. I wonder if this game has crafting, because we keep getting loads of items and resources. So I would assume it's got what's the word now? Why theme screens? Never noticed that, but yeah. I would assume the game has crafting to a degree with the resources we've been gathering. You say altitude limit, but we've got there's like a doorway or a gateway somewhere around here. Oh, there we go. We'll just take these enemies out first. I'm trying to think of some other like turn-based games that you might enjoy, Perfect Sky. If anyone else has any suggestions, please do let me know. But there's lots of turn-based games out there that I do think you would enjoy. But I'm trying to work out like what our next game will be after we finish like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, because we do have a backlog of some other games, and we have games like a Last of Us. I was about to say A Last of Us, but we've got Last of Us Part 2 to play and start, because Season 2 of the series will probably, I think they're filming it still because they're just getting the cast together, but I think we need, we're behind, we haven't even started that, so it'd be nice to play that and complete that before the series starts. Okay, so another locked area. Oh, we have a map for the inside though, which is cool. And then we've got one area dead ahead, which we're probably not going to be able to tackle, but we can give it a shot. Turn, Kirito. Well, this gives you a bit of a motion sickness. Bring it on. Don't bring it on. No, don't. I'm paralyzed. Please, leave me alone. Ow. That's gotta hurt. Head first. And stunned again by these weird bee wasp creatures. Keep fighting, Kirito. Beat 5 enemies or more at the same time with a single attack. Slayer of enemies. Achievement unlocked. We needed that heal. Ow. Get out of there, get out of there. If there's a Monsterpedia, like a dex, it'd be really cool to see how many enemies we've like killed. Because we've fought a lot of these bats already, so it'd be cool to see how many we've taken out over the course of the game. Get out of there. Oh. You came out of nowhere, Mr. Lizard. That didn't seem fair. Right, let's fight these purple, one-eyed, derpy lizard things. And the green versions. So I mentioned yesterday that Oda has taken a 3-week break from One Piece to just kind of, you know, take a break, you know, and you know, nothing health related, just a genuine break. Well deserved, definitely 100% well deserved. And I was behind on the chapters. I thought I was behind by a couple of chapters. Turned out I was only behind by one chapter that must have released last week or the week before. I gave it a read, and some big stuff has happened. Some big reveals, big character developments for some specific characters, and it's really crazy. It's like, okay, this is what is going to happen now. And thinking, oh, Oda's got, you know, it's going to be 3 weeks now before I find out. But the latest chapter has been released today on the Weekly Shonen Jump app. So that is the last chapter I have before Oda returns. So I don't know if I want to read it right now, or if I want to wait it out a bit and then get round to reading it, so I don't have too much of a wait. Because at the moment I'm reading my Marvel comics on the Marvel Unlimited app. I'm reading the Spider-Geddon storyline. So, and with it being Spider-Man, I read like the whole event, so I don't just read like 5 issues of Spider-Geddon. I read all the in-between tie-ins, etc. So Spider-Girls, Spider-Gwen, Ghost Spider. And then the Spectacular, Peter Parker's Spectacular Spider-Man is also another run that has a couple of tie-in issues as well. So yeah, I read the lot, get the full picture, the full story. I'm really enjoying it so far, but it's this storyline has already really been done before, where the where Morlun's appeared. Morlun's appeared like 3 times now, I believe. Like the first time, and then there was the Spider-Verse, and then now with Spider-Geddon. And I think from me looking at like online for like timelines and reading orders, etc., I think there's a new Spider-Verse that's recently airing or has already released, and it's like, we don't need any more of these Spider-Verses. They've been done. But unfortunately, with being Marvel and comic books in general, they will rehash and reuse storylines and plot points and just do like a different twist. Like, we already have another Secret Wars, a Battle World Secret Wars in the, you know, I think that's already launched and is releasing. And then on top of that, we had a Civil War 2, The first Civil War was amazing. It was so good. And then, for whatever reason, they decided to do a Civil War 2, like, what I feel like was over a decade later. But it wasn't, you know, it was really uncalled for. There was no need for it. And it was nowhere near anywhere as good as the original. You know, it'll only be a matter of time before we get like a third Civil War comic. But yeah, I'm enjoying Spider-Geddon for the most part. I've only got, at least from the complete reading guide on the Marvel app, I've got Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man issue. I've then got Spider-Geddon issue 5, which is the finale. And then after that, there's kind of like a post Spider-Geddon in the form of Spider-Gwen, Ghost Spider issue 4. So I've only got like 3 issues left. And then from that, I've got like a reading list that I've kind of created and looked online for ideas and stolen some other lists online, etc. And I believe afterwards I'm going to backtrack because I've got some Tony Stark Iron Man to read, and I've also got some X-Men as well. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a load of reading there. And then as we get closer to One Piece's return, I'll probably read that chapter that came out today. I'm also behind on Dragon Ball Super, which is actually taking an indefinite hiatus. We don't know when that's going to return. So I'll read that soon, and then just wait for, you know, the return, if there's going to be a return. I also have Boruto Blue Vortex, or 2 Blue Vortex. 2 Blue Vortex? I think it's called 2 Blue Vortex. But I've got that to read as well. I basically, when I jumped back into Marvel, I didn't touch anything else. So, yeah, because I never, we're gonna die anyway because we're poisoned. I never touched any manga. I was reading Battle Angel Alita, Last Order, and I stopped reading that. I basically took like a hiatus from all my other reading, apart from Marvel. But I think I'm going to carry on with my Marvel. I also have a lot of Nintendo resource books that I'm going through and reading as well, so there's that as well. Because a while back I got a Nintenmedia book, which was based on the Switch. And it's like issue 0, and it's going to be coming out, you know, there's going to be like 1, maybe 2 volumes coming out, or issues coming out every year. I got issue 0 of that. I've only read a couple of pages of it. I still haven't finished. I haven't really dived into it fully. I'm waiting. They are going to be part of the pledge I did on Indiegogo. Actually comes with a digital version, but that digital version and digital copy hasn't released yet, which is really disappointing because I want to read it on my. I want to get around to reading it on my tablet as well, and then I can read between physical and digital there. But basically I want to get that read first because I previously backed the Nintenmedia Game Boy Color book, and they have a Game Boy Color book that's in the works. It got recently backed on Kickstarter, so I'm going to get around to I've got it pledged, so I've got it back, so I'll get a copy. But I want to make sure I read this other Nintenmedia Switch book first before the Game Boy one, just so I'm only going like, you know, I'm only basically, of each series or thing that I'm reading, I'm only like, I'm like ahead. I'm only reading the current media, so I can try to avoid, you know, backlogs. Which is why I've not been buying any manga for a very, very long time, because I've been reading my backlog. As before the shutdown of my YouTube and the return of my YouTube, before then I was doing a YouTube short per day, because I was reading a comic book or a manga book or chapter, etc. per day, just clearing my backlog.
ってリベンジです。
Right, what is our stats right now? 125. The red bar is at our experience point, so I guess we're almost there to 126. And then our Joe Blade is 185. And our skills are... we have some strong skills as well. Do we see if we go back then? Do we head back? And then just see see about... I know we can't at least I don't think there's any shops to purchase weapons and gear, not just yet. But we can at least take a quick look. Teleport gate is over here. So we have just a regular potion shop or item shop. Which is, don't need anything there. We have a tavern. This allows us to... Because it allows us to equip. But we don't have any... We don't have anything to equip. Like, we don't even have anything for our mains there to carry. I want to find out if we can put them in our party. Because I think that should be available. I think that's why one of the things is why we're probably losing is because we've just been soloing. So how do we get? Where's our home? Where's our home? Our living quarters. Here we go. Here we go. So edit party. We can. We've been soloing the game this whole time. And I didn't even... I knew it. I just thought it was weird that they weren't with us by default. And now Sinnoh and Asuna are like... are behind now. Oh, we've got outfits for you too, Asuna. Can we see what they look like? Oh, come on, how do... Can we see what they look like? Because why do we have the ability to change their outfit if we can't see what they look like? Okay, I guess we'll do that and then we'll have to keep coming back in. Right, let's see how they look. Of course they're not with me. Why would they be with me? You know, take 2 of these NPCs off the map and replace them with Asuna and Sinnoh. There we go. Then That'll be fine, right? Is that the lead? Is that how we leave? Nope. We need that teleport gate, don't we? There we go. It's just for some reason it's like blatantly just there in the center. Right, there was an email there, but I don't know how we check the email. We can see what the characters look like in their Skullgirl uniforms. Oh no, we can change it on the fly, can't we? Yeah, the game did this. The game did something odd where we have to go. We can go to the cabinets, but we can just basically just swap them out from here. And then what else have we got? Bath towel, generic, GGO avatar. Because I can't remember what they both look like from GGO. I should do. I don't know if I'm a. Oh, Asuna's got a God Eater one. Is that gonna? That's gonna be based on the main female from God Eater Resurrection, and I can't remember her name. It is. It is. I don't like that for Asuna. I don't think that works for Asuna. I don't know if I like Sinnoh in the GGO either. We're very picky. We're very picky. Okay, yeah, we'll go in normal for Sinnoh. And I did say I like Asuna's normal outfit from Alfheim, so we'll go with that as well. And then we've got an email or a message from Sinnoh to Kirito. Well then. Looks like we formed a party outside SAO, finally. But since your appearance hasn't really changed at all, it kind of just feels like the same as always. Meh, I guess if you were a sparkling fairy princess, it would be worse. Alright, let's take on the boss then, since I think, possible, we should be okay, now that we've got party members. So, when we were pressing B to try and open up the door, we found out we could dash. Dash, we shall. There's the... Oh, our teammates just go straight up to enemies, so our teammates just get right into the action. Whether we're gonna do that or not, they just go for it. Here we go. Well, I was about to say we're not really getting any focus on any of the other enemies, and then we just got lightning bolted. But we did take one of the lizards out already, which is good. I would have thought that, you know, Asuna and Sinnoh would have helped out a bit there, but they didn't. Oh! Oh! We got revived! A Yggdrasil droplet. I hope that wasn't a rare item that we collected and you've just wasted. Oh, Sinnoh's using a bow in Alfheim. That's cool. I didn't realize there was bows in Alfheim, but actually no, there is, I think. Okay, that makes sense. I think. Right, don't use any Yggdrasil droplets on me, please. Oh, you are. I guess we have to. I guess if we die, the other party members are still around, I think. Like, unless they die, it's not game over for us. Yeah, enemy's nearly finished. Nice. There we go. Enemy down. See what happens when you have a full party? You know, enemies are easier to take on. It's teamwork for you. Right, there is some resources at the end here. I did notice that during the battle, so we'll quickly collect that. Some iron sand. Looks like Asuna and Sinnoh have leveled up a bit. Some of their skills, etc., which is nice. That is what we want. It would have been nice to know this before. That we could equip them into our party. We could have had them grinded and leveled up a bit like us. But that's fine. That's fine. Oh, they've given us like a bit of a buff. I don't know if that was. I'm assuming that was Asuna. That was cool. That's cool. Right, let's make our way out of here.
ALO は SAO のアバターを使える仕様ではなかったが、剣士として培ってきた俺の力は ALO で復活を果たした。リーファの的確な指導もあり、俺とアスナは次第にゲームに慣れ、楽しめるようになった。馴染み深い仲間たちも一人二人と集まり、SAO の時と同じようにみんなで時間を共有できるようになっていった。また俺のナーブギアの中にはローカルに避難していたユイとストレアのデータも残されていた。二人との再会に俺たちは涙ながらに喜び合った。こうして ALO にログインしてからしばらくすると、歌姫セブンの記事はますます増えていった。
Seven's growing in popularity. We'll find out why. It's possible that she could be a threat and then become good at the end of it. Only lucky few Shamrock members are able to meet Seven in person. Active ALO players skyrocket skyrocket due to Seven's charm. Seven's virtual concert dates in ALO finally set. Singer and scientist, an exclusive interview with Dr. Ashavin.
七色博士、セブン。確かに面白そうなプレイヤーだ。そしてそれから数ヶ月後の今日、待ちに待ったバージョンアップの日、新エリアが導入されたのだ。
Oh, what was that?
さて、
The World of the Black Fairies. Reach the story chapter, The World of the Black Fairies.
そうね。街で一息入れましょう。エギルさんたちのパーティーもクエストが終わった頃かもしれないわ。じゃあ街へ戻ってエギルさんたちと合流。
アスナ。
Right, so we're gonna head home, head to the save point, and we are gonna end the stream for the night here.
妖精になれるなんて本当に素敵。
At least we got a chapter. I'm assuming it's a chapter complete. We got an achievement for it, so that's
フ
cool.
ァンタジーっていうのもあるけど。
I just can't believe it took us like this long to get party members in. But now that we have the party members, we're not alone, and we should be okay going forward. And depending on what other members we get and gather, we might just stick to Asuna and Sinon being out in our party. Another message from Asuna to Kirito, a strange feeling. I know we talked about this before, but it feels rather strange being back in the virtual world with everyone again like this. I've been thinking about wanting to go on new adventures with you again despite all the bad things that happened in the past. Maybe I've wound up becoming a total gamer like you. Oh, Agile's down there for like a some sort of quest or conversation. The inn is where you go to save, right? Yes, that is correct. You what are you? Well, we have our own like venue, but you might have something different. Oh wait, no, that is the inn. You threw me off by saying the inn's where you go to save. I didn't know you were trying to be so blatant and like right, what's the the chair's gonna be another quest then. You finally reached level 50 on Splatoon 3? Congratulations, Knight, that's awesome. That's awesome. I would have thought you would have reached level 50 already, but does the game have like a lot of what's the word? Is there a lot to the game in terms of leveling? Like, is it a lengthy grind? Yeah, a lot of XP to reach it. I had to use the double XP booster in the concession stands. Oh, right, I see. I bet they cost you quite a bit then, I'm guessing, Nye. But yeah, that's we're finished here for the night. Sword Art Online Lost Song. We'll be jumping back in tomorrow to carry on with where we left off. Quite a few exclamation marks in places, so I think that's going to start some side quests, etc. But we'll cover them. We will tackle those side quests. But yeah, for now at least, we are going to end it here. Not really. You don't pay money for the concessions. You trade tickets. You win for them. Oh, I see. Okay. So it's a trading scheme then. Okay, I see. But you know, at least you're level 50 now. You know, that's certainly an accomplishment. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow now to finish, or not finish, but to carry on with where we left off. So thank you so much for watching. Really do appreciate it. Until next time, until tomorrow, everyone. We hope you enjoy the rest of your day now. And have a great night, everyone. Bye, everyone.